Okay, example 4, find the 3 cube roots of 27. Now let me start off by saying this. Cube root of 27 equals 3, right? We already know that. But it says find 3, that's only 1. And the other 2 are probably going to be imaginary. All right, so that's what happens here is you get these. I can write it like that, that's fine. It didn't specify a form, so let's go standard form on this one just to see how to do that when we get to it. But first thing I want to do, just as the last problem, instead of saying equals 3, I want 27 to be in trigonometric form. So again, if you imagine, here's our real axis, here's our imaginary axis. 27 looks like this. It's going at an angle of 0 degrees and it's 27 units long. So cube root of 27 is just a cube root of 27 CIS 0 degrees. Even if it's a nice friendly looking number like 27, or if it, let's say it said 8i, okay, 8i is going to be 8 CIS 90, negative 8, 8 CIS 180, negative 8i, 8 CIS negative 270, right? So the angle changes depending on what it is, positive, negative, I, or real, all right? So there's just a real or imaginary, it's just going to be 0, 90, 180, 270. If it's both a real and an imaginary complex number, then you got to go through the whole 3-step process. So with just real or just imaginary, if you just imagine what it looks like, you can figure out the angle without going through the whole process. But again, trig form is required, and here we are at trig form. And then once I get trig form, I write the first answer. The cube root of 27 equals 3. The last one, the fifth root of 2, we didn't know what it equaled. If you know what it equals, evaluate it. So the cube root of 27 is 3. And then CIS, and then 0 divided by 3 is 0. So again, there's my first answer. Then we go find our magic number. Our magic number this time, we always do 360 on top. We divide by the root, which is 3. That equals 120 degrees. So I'm going to go up by 120 degrees at a time. So 3 CIS, 3 CIS. 0 plus 120 is 120. 120 plus 120 is 240. 240 plus 120 is 360, same as 0. We got all our answers. Right? So again, there's my trig form of my answers, and again, just so we can see the standard form part. Cosine of 0 is 1, sine of 0 is 0. That makes the 3 we're expecting, right? Cosine of 120 is negative a half. The sine of 120 is the square root of 3 over 2. Multiply 3 through that, I get negative 3 halves. Plus the square root of 3 over 2i. Or sorry, 3 times the square root of 3 over 2i. And then the last one, cosine of 240 is negative a half. Sine of 240 is negative the square root of 3 over 2. Multiply 3 through, I get negative 3 halves minus 3 times the square root of 3 over 2i. Just like that, we got our 3 cube roots of 27.